It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got the latest chapter of a historic rivalry. It's the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers on Sunday night primetime.
We're here at the confluence of the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela Rivers, and welcome you to Acrisure Stadium on the North Shore of Pittsburgh, the home of the Steelers. So good to have you on board with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here in the booth. Greg, in this league, you know it, you lived it. Undergoing a changing of the guard at the quarterback position sometimes can be traumatic, but a lot of times it leads to hope. We've got a couple of teams here with young signal callers looking towards the future.
And you know the old saying, Mike, in the NFL, it is truer than ever. If you have a quarterback, you have a chance. And here we have two teams that feel like they have that quarterback position of the future settled. There's going to be some growing pains. There's going to be some moments where that youth rears its head. But over the long term, both these organizations feel like they have an answer at the most critical position in all of sports.
Patterson now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense ready to take the field for the first time. They're led out by the former Buckeye, their rookie quarterback out of Ohio State. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they'll throw to get this one started. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'll say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down. He was looking for George Pickens there, and it'll lead to a 2nd down. He'll look to throw. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
Well, here early on, if this pass rush continues to get home at this rate, this is going to be a long day for this offense. They're going to have to put some extra guys in there, mix in some play action, keep this pass rush off balance.
This opening drive not going as scripted. It is 3rd and long. Metcalf reels it in on the right side.
Plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
The Cleveland offense set to take the field for the first time. They'll be led out by a young man who's making a name for himself, their rookie quarterback. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Back to throw here to begin the drive. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing now from the gun. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
Quarterback's having a hard time establishing any sort of rhythm here early against this defense. He fails to connect on the first down pass. They give him another opportunity through the air on second, and it gets even worse. If they can't protect the quarterback and they can't get him some easy completions, it just makes everything for this play caller that much more difficult.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Look at that! Slinged it across his body and connected. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
In this coverage breakdown, Mike, it's just completely unacceptable. You come out in dime defense. What that means is you have 6 defensive backs and only 1 linebacker most often. So for the offense to find an open receiver with that much space to operate, you just have to imagine there was some sort of breakdown in communication and execution, because he had a lot of room to operate, and that defensive coordinator is not happy.
And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll get this complete to Jerry Jeudy. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Jerome Ford. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They'll run once more with 4. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up 1st and goal.
I love this concept here. Really good job by the other receivers clearing out that space. Big tight end comes down with the catch, and it's going to bring up 1st and goal.
This opening drive going to form so far. Now they've got it 1st and goal. They'll run here. It's Ford. They'll come up with nothing there. Fortunate just to get back to the line. And that'll set up 2nd and goal. Throw, right side, taken by Njoku. Third and goal. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump? Line of scrimmage, the 2-yard line. It's 3rd down and goal. Following the penalty, he'll run it. And he is not going to get in. They make the tackle at the line of scrimmage. And that's going to bring up 4th and goal.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
So instead of going for the 1st down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. Hopkins' kick is good. And the Browns will take a 3-0 lead.
You know, I think it's safe to say here, Mike, as this offense leaves the field, they wanted to stay out there and go for it. But I think in this case, the coach is playing the long game. He understands that these 3 points now can end up being very valuable as this game moves along.
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. To return is Kenneth Gainwell. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
Really nice start for this defense here early through the 1st quarter. 2 different players each recording a sack. Offensive line's going to have to get together on the sideline with their coach and identify where's the weakness in our protection, how can we get extra bodies and extra attention, because we still got a long way to go in this one.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. On the ground, it's Jalen Warren. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Third and long. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
Back-to-back 3 and outs, and not ideal to start the game in that manner. So that's a really important throw right there. Let's see if they can build something from there. Brings up 1st and 10. Continue to let your opening script unfold. You got to go down and find some points here and get your offense settled down.
Here's 1st and 10. Give it right up the middle. Here's Johnson. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Now they'll set up to throw. He finds Austin with the grab. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9. Whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start. So, a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. And here's Johnson. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. They'll go again with Johnson. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. He dropped for the loss of a yard. Third down, 3 to go. They'll try to run for it with Johnson. And he's going to go backwards again. They went to him twice in a row. The defense stops him twice in a row for loss. And now it's 4th down. Here comes Chris Boswell to try a field goal. This is going to be from 53 yards out. Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will tie the game at 3 apiece. So the field goal ties things up, and we're back at it as this kicks away. DeAndre Carter on the return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Browns offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They'll set out in search of a first touchdown in this game. Just a pair of field goals to show. It's 3-3 as they start 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'll say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down.
So the receiver does everything right except for the most important part. He runs a nice route, great separation downfield, but now you just got to finish that thing off with a catch.
Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards, and that leads to 3rd down. They'll throw out of the gun, and on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
So the hope is your 1/3 down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points, but after that 3rd down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
So on 4th down, the lefty, Corey Bojorquez to punt for Cleveland. Back deep to receive is Calvin Austin. A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with 1st down. Right away, they'll set up to... Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the third sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
They'll run this over the center with Johnson. Big hole to the 30. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down.
So you find yourself in 2nd and long. What you're thinking here as the play caller is just get this into a manageable 3rd down situation. But after that rush attempt and that big gain, they now find themselves in 3rd and short, which makes it nice. They can run or pass.
And he's going to have enough for the first down. They'll mark him up at the 39-yard line. Back to throw. That's complete left side to Pickens. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. On the handoff, it's Johnson. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Well, here he is just taking over this drive from the running back spot. And frankly, Mike, any time the secondary and defensive backs are making a lot of tackles downfield, you know the offensive line's doing their job up front, and we can see the results.
On first down, right back to Johnson. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So we are through 1 on Sunday Night Football. All even, 3 apiece, the score. And we're back to the Steel City after this. They face 2nd down and 7. He keeps it himself.
These are the plays that just drive the defensive coordinator crazy, Mike. You do everything right, but you don't account for the quarterback scrambling. He's able to get out of the pocket and gain enough for a first down.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. First carry for one of the most versatile players in the league, Cordero Patterson. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9, just a yard short of that first down. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. They'll run out of the gun with Johnson. And he'll get a couple of yards, and that's good enough for the first down. A throw here, right side, falls incomplete. Pat Freiermuth, the intended receiver. It's 2nd down.
So they're trying to get the ball out of the hand of the quarterback. That's the best way to slow down any good pass rush, but the accuracy and the run after catch is a critical part of the play. So when this ball is not thrown out in front, what they call the front shoulder pad throw, it makes it really hard for this slant route to get completed, and the ball's thrown so far behind him.
been a good drive, but they need to convert here on 3rd and 5. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
Back out is Boswell following the field goal. He'll send this one away. On the return, it's Jerome Ford. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Browns offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Where a defender makes his tackles tells you a lot about his abilities. And for an interior defensive lineman, Mike, to make plays on the outside of the formation just speaks to his speed, his effort, his ability to run down the line. And we saw it here, and he takes the back down for a loss.
This throw left is complete with Judy. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Here's Corey Bojorquez now, as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. Now, fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Johnson. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. Second down and 3. Another run here with Johnson. And he's going to get it. 1st down, taking this one up past the 40-yard line. On the handoff, Johnson is running right. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Now this time they'll look to throw. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
Having a dominant pass rush so often translates to wins. But that's hardly been the case here, Mike, and they're able to add another sack to their total before half, and that's great. But somehow they still find themselves trailing, and that's the only thing that matters.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Here's Cameron Johnston now, as he's on to punt for the 2nd time. Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. They'll start out 1st down and 10. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. He'll go underneath here, the running back out of the backfield. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down.
Oftentimes, it's the wide open ones that are the hardest to catch. It seems like the ball is in the air forever. You start overthinking it, you start really making more of it than what you should, and you let it slip away.
From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. He'll push forward for about a yard with Deshaun Elliott on the tackle. Third down and 9. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
On comes the punter now, as he is on to punt for Cleveland. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Steelers' offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. So the drive begins with a give to Johnson. And he's got some space. Up past the 30 to about the 32-yard line, a pickup of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They'll run the toss with Warren. And they'll bring this to about the 34-yard line. Jeremiah Wusu-Koramoah in on the stop. They don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. Open man, left side. He's got it. 17 yards, the gain there. That's a Steeler first down.
I love the call here on 3rd and inches. Everyone, when they're looking at the running back, is anticipating you handing him the ball. He can get lost sometimes in the passing game and in the structure of the concept. In this case, the quarterback's able to find him open, and he's able to move the chains.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now, faking the give. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be 2nd down.
Dropping a catchable ball is one of the worst feelings. It feels like the entire stadium is laughing at you, and all I know is, firsthand, you just want to get another opportunity to put that one behind you.
Oh, they leave Pickens all alone. It's complete. And he's into the end zone. George Pickens. Touchdown, Steelers. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry, and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice, but it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
Chris Boswell on for the point after. He's got it. And the Steelers move out in front, 13-3. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Carter on the return. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Browns offense ready for this next possession. They're in a 10-point hold. It's 13-3 as this drive starts with first down. He'll drop to throw. He finds Judy on that one. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. First and 10. A short throw caught by Njoku. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for second down and 4. He'll Look to throw. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Here's a 3rd down and 4. And that is incomplete. Here's the punter now. He's on to punt it for the 4th time tonight. George Pickens and the Steelers offense heading back onto the field. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, try to add to it. It begins with 1st down. He'll let this go for Pickens. That is knocked away, incomplete. Good coverage there defensively, all over him. And it'll be 2nd down.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
A carry here for Warren. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a 1st down.
And that just can't happen. 3rd and long, just understand, contain the ball, rally tackle, just get the ball carrier on the ground. Not only not able to get to him inside the pocket, he's able to extend the play with his legs and pick up a huge, long 1st down.
Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. DK Metcalf was the intended target. And it'll be 2nd down.
In what's clearly become a passing league, Mike, if you're not actively rushing the passer, you have to be able to hold up in coverage, and that's especially true at the linebacker position. Great job here getting in those passing lanes and being able to break up that ball.
The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. They'll set up the screen to Patterson. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. Here's their punter now, as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. A fair catch taken here, and it's going to come right at the 15-yard line. The Browns offense ready to get back to work. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming, getting started with 1st and 10. to throw here to begin the drive. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line.
And this is why most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle four. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeout, you can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
First time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a first down. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He'll throw it left and has his running back. They'll look to throw yet again. This pass caught by Judy. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll look to throw again. To the left side, he's got Njoku. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down.
Throwing with anticipation, it not only requires the confidence in both your accuracy and the timing, but it also forces the receiver to be on time and where the quarterback expects you to be. And this is one of those examples, man. When those two things are on point, it results in a first down.
That's into the hands of Judy on the right side. A gain of 11, and it's 1st and goal. Back to the air one more time. He pulls it in around the 5. He is in. David Njoku. Touchdown, Cleveland.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle four, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the second quarter and the first 2 minutes of the third quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
Dustin Hopkins now to add the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Browns are back within a field goal. The lead is 3. Four seconds still to be played in this half as that one's away. Kenneth Gainwell going to bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. So we're at halftime with just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Michael, thanks very much. And with that, we welcome you all into our EA Sports studios. This is the Halftime Report.
Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. Three points, all that separates these two sides, has half number 2. Kicks off. Here comes Ford on the return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The visitors' offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They'll do so with 1st and 10. The third quarter begins with a run. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Now they'll set up to throw. He brings it in, the tight end, Njoku. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. Third and a yard. Going to try to pick up the 1st down with his own read.
The advantage to this play call, Mike, is as an offense, you now can account for 1 extra defensive player. In this case, it's the quarterback reading the end. He goes after the running back. He pulls it, keeps it himself, picks up the 1st down.
Slot man in motion left. To the ground, a 1st down run. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Second and 7. They'll look to throw. That's over the middle to his tight end, Njoku. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Back to throw. He'll find Woods. That one is caught. He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. And that's good enough for a 1st down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
Well, now the big fella inside's getting involved in the pass rush, Mike, and so many of these interior defensive linemen are known for their run defense. Well, not this guy. He wins on the inside quick, and he's able to bring the quarterback down for the sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up third down.
This is a great example of why teams want to stay out of what they call passing downs, where a defense doesn't have to honor the run. In this case, they do, and man, the play-action pass just works off of that and can really lead to some chunk plays.
Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker, and that is going to set up an interesting fourth down decision.
We see teams more and more throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, really for two reasons. One, they're confident that they can pick up the first down with yards after the catch. Two, teams' willingness to go for it on fourth down is at an all-time high. So touchdowns are always the primary goal of every drive, but when you find yourself down 3 here in the second half, you've just got to find a way to tie the game up, and they were able to do that here.
So the field goal ties things up, and we're back at it as this kicks away. On the return, it's Kenneth Gainwell. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. There's a short one caught by Freiermuth. Second down and 8. He'll go right back to Freiermuth. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Throwing now from the gun. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4. And that is incomplete. Steelers getting ready to put this one away. Now a fair catch, and it's going to be a long field. They'll take over right about their own 13. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
Great job here by the defense, making sure that they have one defender responsible for the running back and one responsible for the quarterback. In this case, they decide to give it to the back. He's taken down for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. That one incomplete.
Defense got lucky on that one. There's no one accounting for the running back out of the backfield as they should have, and fortunately for them, he bails him out by not securing the catch.
Third and long. They'll look to set up the screen here. Give him 13 on that screen play, and a first down.
And as a defensive coordinator, this just drives you nuts. You have a team in third and long. You think you're going to go rush the passer. And what do? They change it up. They slip the offensive lineman out in front of the back and drop it off. And he picks up a big gain and converts the first down.
It's first down, and they'll run. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard. Lost one on the last play, so now it's second and 11. He'll drop to throw. Open man, and that's Tillman. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for third down and 5. That's to the open man. It's Tillman. It's a pickup of 12. It's a Browns first down. On the ground, this is 4. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down. Now, faking the give. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. They've converted 2 third downs already on this drive. And here's third and 4. Trying to set up the screen, but it is not there. He just had to spike it. It's incomplete, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Browns getting their punting team out there, as he'll come on to kick for the 5th time here tonight. The home team's offense ready to get back at it. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. Give it right up the middle. Here's Johnson. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump? So, a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. Austin brought in motion. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. That's Greg Newsome in to make the stop. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They'll go again with Johnson. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Remember this one thing, Mike. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Out of the gun, he'll throw. That's over the middle and taken in by Freiermuth. And it'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. They'll run this over the center with Johnson. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll run. Johnson. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Johnson. And it looks like he's got enough for the 1st down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains. So, 3 quarters now in the books. And Sunday Night Football continues after this. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Now this time they'll look to throw. And he'll take it on in. George Pickens. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the 4th quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now that pressure shifts to your defense, your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
Boswell now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Steelers will go up by 7. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast, and right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's caught by 4. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line. Second and 11. A give to Ford on the zone read. And the defense, good job sticking to their rules. They didn't take their eyes off the running back, who gains nothing.
Well, this has been the story of the entire game, Mike, is just how well this defense has played, particularly against the run. There has been nowhere to operate for this offense, and it continued here on this last play.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Punting time for the Browns. They're set to kick it away. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the fourth quarter. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Steelers' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position, instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. On the give, it's Johnson. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. He'll look to throw. That's complete, left side to Pickens. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9. A give, and here's Johnson. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. Another run here with Johnson. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out?
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. Over the middle, Metcalf has it. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Here's 2nd and 2. That's caught right side. It's Freiermuth. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. This one complete to Washington. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Second and a yard. This one grabbed by Austin. And this drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team. They'll look to throw again. And he will score again. George Pickens. Touchdown Steelers. His big night continues. His 3rd touchdown of the game. On for the extra point is Boswell. He's got it. And the Steelers will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Here comes Ford on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Browns offense ready to take over once again. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Drive will start on the ground, and he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard.
Great job there by the defensive lineman. You can see, Mike, why he is one of the best interior players in the entire league, using his strength and his speed to get through into the backfield, take the running back down for a loss.
Now they'll set up to throw. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
This has been a tough sequence right out of the jump. You work all week on your opening script, and they're usually the plays that you feel the best about to try to establish some sort of early rhythm, but through 2 plays, run and pass, all they've done is go backwards.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. Looking deep here for Tillman. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Just a great example of not only the anticipation, but the instincts to go break that pass up, Mike. You can see he's clearly looking at the quarterback's eyes, and once that ball was delivered, he's just attacking it and breaking it up.
Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. And as we look back now, Greg, at how we got here, we got a ton of highlights of the offense so far. In particular, great passing.
Yeah, and if you want to score points in the NFL, Mike, there's no secret. You've got to do it primarily through the air, and with 3 touchdowns here so far, that's exactly what we've seen. It's been deep balls. It's been intermediate shots. It's been good run after catch. This has really been high-level offense on display right from the jump.
1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start. A shotgun snap, and they'll give it to Johnson. And he shows off a little footwork, winding his way for a run of 8. Third down, 3 to go. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. They'll throw here on 3rd and short. He's got his tight end. That's Freiermuth. It's a gain of 10 yards. Good for a Steeler 1st down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on 3rd down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. To the tight end, Freiermuth. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Second and 7. Back to throw. Now he takes off. And the rookie gives himself up there at the end. That's a sign of a guy who's learned it quick. Picking up the 1st down. A 1st down there. Gain of 14 yards.
This is one of the things you love about having a young, athletic quarterback, but you want to make sure you don't take advantage of it. You can't rely too much on his running here early in his rookie year. Find that balance as a passer and being the dynamic runner that we saw from him in college.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. On the ground, here comes Patterson. Oh, a loose football. The Browns have it.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay, so they might be taking a look at this one. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose, and are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. Here's 3rd and 2. That'll be caught. It's Metcalf. 11 yards on the connection there. That's a Steeler first down.
So often we see a team that's milking a 2-score lead get very conservative, especially in the 4th quarter, but not this coach. He says, all right, I might have a 2-score lead. I want to make it 3. He's trying to put as much pressure on his opponent possible here down the stretch late.
A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Now a screen set up for Johnson. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Boswell now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Steelers are able to extend the lead. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Here comes Ford on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Browns offense headed back to take over once more. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's going to be incomplete. They cannot hook up there. And that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Back to the air once more on second down. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Really nice job with the protection up front. Just nobody could get open downfield, so it's a combination of your offensive weapons have to do a better job taking advantage of that time to work and separate. But also, how impressive is that by that defense to be able to cover for that amount of time?
On play action, he'll set up to throw. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
Going to leave the offense out there for 4th and long.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down, but this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
Steelers offense, and their running back set to go once more. They'll start with the football already in the red zone. Big opportunity here on 1st and 10. Here's Johnson. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. A run here with Johnson. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll run with Johnson. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So this one in the win column for the Steelers. They use a little home cooking here. They play a complete football game and are going to send their fans home quite happy. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Steelers, winners, as we say so long from the confluence of the Three Rivers in Pittsburgh.